to jump into the fun. I want to have fun this episode. I don't want to cover anything serious. I want to cover fun stuff. And you know who's fun stuff? The lady who reminds me of fun stuff more than anything else is wine mom of the United States, Kamala Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, Kamala Harris. If you weren't aware, if you haven't been keeping up on pop culture news, she appeared on the Kimmel show. It was a steady softball interview. Offered some wise and well thought out words for us. Former vice president, as you may know, she appeared to promote her book, 107 Days. She was reflecting on the 2024 election and current events. During the interview, she eventually stated that the American people deserve better than Donald Trump. She criticized the new administration's actions as deliberate distractions from the issues like grifting. She also described Trump's behavior as not random chaos, but coordinated efforts to divert attention while emphasizing the need for new leadership that unites rather than divides. Is it just me, or does her voice remind you of like a female Bobcat Goldthwait? Like, when I hear her whiny, her kind of throaty voice that she always throws out, very nasal, it reminds me of, like, those interviews when you'd see Bobcat and he'd be, like, kind of shaky. And, like, that's what I hear when I hear Kamala Harris. It's like a female Bobcat. A significant portion of the discussion focused on the Jeffrey Epstein files, as I'm guessing most people, their hackles were raised and they were like, I want to see what she has to say. Directly asked why the Biden administration did not release them during its term, especially given why the upcoming deadline for the Trump administration is to disclose the remaining file documents within limited redactions are coming up so soon. She explained that the administration maintained an absolute separation between its desires and the Department of Justice's independent decisions, stating that it was right to avoid influencing the DOJ for political or personal reasons, even if it was perhaps to our damage. She noted that this approach was to ensure decisions were free from vendettas. Let's play a clip. I want to jump around a little bit because I want to have fun with her. She's a fun aunt, and she's the fun aunt of Your Brain on Air. Let's close out the year with like our second story of Kamala Harris. Let's see it.
Our first guest tonight has quite a resume. It includes district attorney, attorney general, senator, vice president, McDonald's employee, and now
allegedly, never proven,
best-selling author chronicling the craziest presidential campaign in U.S. history. It's called 107 Days. Please welcome Vice President Kamala Harris.
Woo! America's mother, Kamala Harris. I cry with Drew Barrymore. I wave at everybody. Okay, quit it with the cheers. That's 20. That is 20 seconds of solid cheering. I skipped forward.
Your husband Doug is in the audience. Ugh. He stood up and joined the standing ovation.
Doug is one of the most unsettling faces I've seen in my life. I'm sorry to say it. It's not even like, listen, the overly pleasant, kind of goofy old uncle image that they tried to paint for him through the election, it never fooled me. And if you were one of those people who watched the SNL skits and just thought, oh, Doug, he's just this guy who's like a goofy fella who's like played by Andy Samberg, and he likes wine and charcuterie boards and like white girl stuff. Like, I love white girl stuff too, but like this guy has credible allegations of beating up his girlfriend in the past. Like, I don't know why anybody doesn't mention that. I don't know why everybody goes like, oh, yes, Doug, yes, Kamala. They're like such couple goals. He has really, really credible allegations from former girlfriend of abuse, of physical abuse. But okay, no one wants to talk about it because they want to laugh about how he likes Whataburger or something. Like, I remember that. He went with Beto O'Rourke to go eat Whataburger or something.
Happy Hanukkah, Doug. Did you remember?
That's my Dougie. He doesn't hit me yet.
Did you get Doug 8 little gifts for Hanukkah?
He gets a gift every
I forgot Dougie's a J. Dougie's a J.
Every day of our marriage. Every day.
I should have known with Emhoff.
Funny you say that because in the book you call him out for forgetting to buy you a birthday present during the campaign.
Oh, it was a whole situation, Jimmy.
Oh, it was the whole situation, Jimmy.
First, let me just say I love my husband so very much. I love my husband.
Sure.
He stands up and blows a kiss at her. It's so fake. It's so phony. Look at his fake, phony hairline. I'm not buying this guy's gray fucking Andy Griffith looking suit. I'm not buying it. He looks like he's going to dinner with Opie and Aunt B.
He's a very good man. But you're right. You know, writing that book, it was a process. It was very cathartic in many ways.
It's very cathartic in many
I've
ways.
been a public figure for quite some time, but
I'm going to literally play a clip of Bobcat Goldthwait. I'm literally going to right now. Here.
And Bob Goldthwait joins us this morning. How are you, Bob?
Oh, it's a stellar morning.
It's a stellar morning.
You're extremely well read and too nice. How can I be bombastic?
I told you! It's literally how she sounds. She's like on the Jimmy Kimmel show going like, oh, Jimmy, it's so nice to be with you here tonight. I love Dougie. Dougie, I love my husband. He's so sweet.
I'm looking forward to tearing you to shreds.
Looking forward to tearing his shreds.
Okay, well, actually, I thought Tom might interview me. I used to live in Boston, and I've been a big fan of his hair for such a long time.
My mother grew up in Boston. She was a civil rights advocate. Like, that's every interview I've ever heard with her.
And to be very private. And in the book, I offered a lot.
Did you notice that when I started playing this clip of her again, you couldn't tell which it was? You couldn't tell, oh, is he playing the Bobcat part, or is that Kamala Harris? You couldn't tell.
He was going to get a twofer when he went for the anniversary.
I miss her cackle. I miss her witch cackle. Yes! God, I wish that she won so bad. I want that witch cackle to be signing documents. I love her. She's so brat.
But he has been making it up every day since.
Isn't it weird that had you been elected president right now, we'd be watching a $40 million documentary about Doug on Amazon?
Oh, he wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want that. Oh, she didn't like that joke.
Different world.
After the election, did you and Doug just start drinking?
Ugh.
We
Don't project your alcoholism, Jimmy. You just start drinking.
We definitely, it took us some time.
When was the last time you spoke with President Biden?
About...
Never.
About 3-4 weeks ago.
Do you
About
feel
6 or 7 weeks ago.
like that Joe Biden and his people did everything they could to help you win the election?
Well, I write about that, so you're gonna have to buy the book.
I write about that, as you know. And certainly...
I love her smoker neck. Have you noticed that some women, when they reach that age of like 60-ish, they, even if they're skinny in most of their life, they have a smoker neck. It's like it starts to get the patchy wrinkles, where it doesn't look like the line wrinkles, it just looks like a of like, you know, instead of lines, like when you stroke the paintbrush across the canvas like in a straight line, you just jam the fucking brush into the canvas and it creates that splotch with a bunch of different bristle strokes going in many different directions. That's the wrinkles on her neck. It's a smoker neck.
I think we needed more time, and from certain places in the administration, we needed more support.
Republicans have mercilessly attacked President Biden for his age and his mental faculty, and yet now we see the current president falling asleep at meetings and drooling on paperwork, and they seem to have
Do you think that's hypocritical?
Does that seem hypocritical to you?
You think? Oh, Jesus.
And, I mean, I think it's important, and you do an incredible...
All right, this is what I wanted to play, actually, for you. This is actually why I wanted to go on. I wanted to play this clip for you because you get to hear firsthand just how well-skilled and craftful this woman is with her words. Just how mindful, present, interesting her sentences are. Like, and keep in mind, she does have a point here. She's going to get to it. We're going to skip around a little bit because it's a little unfocused, but we're going to help her out. We're going to help her out, and we're going to, like, listen to it.
Incredible job of helping us find humor in it.
Enough applause breaks.
But there is nothing normal about what we are experiencing. And I think it's really important for us to remember we cannot normalize this. And frankly, as much as we are clear-eyed about what is wrong and corrupt and callous and incompetent about this administration, we also must remember when we are talking about that.
Yeah.
And the
Yes, sweetie. Yeah, sweetie. You gotta say something. You can't just say
given
niceties.
Even just what most recently, our friend Rob Reiner.
Yeah,
Our friend Rob Reiner.
That seemed like the lowest point so
Our friend Meathead.
far.
And the people deserve better of their president than someone.
I love how she paused because she thought she was gonna get applause. I love that.
Who has no interest in caring
Okay, sweetie.
about the condition
Yeah.
or the well-being or
Uh-huh.
the suffering
Or the suffering?
of the people of
Really?
their country.
Basic
Yeah.
human decency.
Really. Jesus, come on. Acting like that's revolutionary.
It's I'm not saying that he's impolite. It's a whole other thing when you have taken to engaging in a pattern that is about belittling and demeaning people for no sake. I saw your intro with the plaques, which,
I love how she talks like Gandhi most of the time. It's like the belittling of people.
much time in the White House. The idea that those plaques would have been placed by a president of the United States.
Yeah, he's
to
having a
talk about
laugh.
Former presidents of the United States.
He's having a
The
laugh.
American people deserve better.
Oh, come on. Come up with a new line. Aaron Sorkin can write better than this.
A lot of times, you can't help but laugh at it, but is this coordinated or is this just random chaos? Is this something
It's
that's
not.
being...
It is not random chaos.
You don't think so? You
I
think
do
it's
not.
intentional to distract us from the various things?
So let's go through it. And I even map out. First of all, I know that it has felt chaotic, but
But I predicted this. She's about to go, but I saw this all coming, and you all should have listened to me.
what we are.
I'm that black woman with the tarot cards on Louisiana's Jackson Boulevard in New Orleans, and I have a turban on, and I'm big and fat, and I got that big moo and I'm like spinning cards for people. Like, that's her. She was a fortune teller. We all should have listened to her.
in fact witnessing is something that is a high velocity event. It
High
is
velocity.
moving quickly,
Uh-huh.
which is the swift implementation of a plan that has been, in a large part, decades in the making.
Is it?
Federalist Society, all of the work that has happened, Heritage Foundation, all of this work that has happened over years that is about
I love the name drops. Heritage Foundation.
deconstructing government's ability to have checks and balances on abuse of power. What we are witnessing in terms of the gerrymandering that has been happening for years and years and years. The desire to deregulate industries so that they will not be accountable to the consumers and the people of America.
Consumers.
We are seeing a swift implementation of a plan that has been a long time in the making. And yes, part of the crazy is meant to distract from the fact. The guy said, and I believe there were a fair number of people who voted for him, who believed him when he said on day one he was going to bring down prices. And look where we are. As of today, the price of food is up, unemployment is up, inflation is
I mean, no, not exactly. Eggs at Aldi's are so much cheaper. Sorry to say it, but they're under $2 now. Like, fucking A.
up. And so what does he do? He keeps dropping bombs. Almost literally seems like he wants to.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Right?
And has, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. This literally feels like having a talk at Christmas with my Uncle Jimmy. Like, I love how a lot of Jimmys are kind of, they have a textbook outside personality, but you know what I mean? It's just like you've seen one Jimmy, you kind of get a good sense of what Jimmys are like. And I like Jimmys. Jimmys are good people.
And that is because he wants to distract from the fact and have us talk full time about the crazy instead of the fact that people are being challenged right now about being able to pay their rent, buy food, get Christmas gifts for their kids.
I predicted this. Literally, I'm being Kamala Harris. I saw this coming. Democrats are going to use affordability as like just a magic word to win elections, but it's eventually going to lose all meaning.
Kids. And he doesn't want us talking about the fact that he has destroyed the economy in so many ways, except for his cronies, his friends, who are making millions, if not billions of dollars based on abject and overt grift.
His family, himself. He's selling watches on television. Would you have been selling watches on television?
But you know what I do talk about?
What?
So when I called him,
Yes,
during the
I
campaign.
really want to hear this story, please.
Okay,
Yes.
so during the campaign,
Oh,
what
yay.
happened was, I called him. It was actually a very sad occasion, it was after there was an attempt on his life, and I called him to check on him. And it was actually a fascinating experience for me, because while I was asked 1 minute, we're going to go and get him, I could hear him in the background, and he was selling his book to somebody. And he was basically hawking his book.
Are you telling a man how to live after his life was almost taken? Excuse you, if he wants to sell a book because an assassin's bullet almost cut him down, the bro's gonna promo. And if you're sour about it, I'm sorry to say.
And the contrast around the reality of the significance of an attempt to assassinate a former president of the United States, a candidate and a nominee at that point for president, and the fact that at that very, what should be a somber moment for all of us.
Why?
That was happening.
It was on his life.
Was
unbelievable.
How is that unbelievable? I swear to God, this is literally a Hollywood audience going like, oh, we're all so good with our matcha scarves and glasses, sitting here twirling, going like, he is selling a book? What the fuck are you trying to say about this? If you want to say something bad about him, say a grab him by the pussy level thing. But, like, just telling people that he was selling his book after he almost died, why are you mad at him?
Well, but, at this point, not surprising, right?
Not at all. Now, the Epstein files are supposed to be released on Friday. Do you believe we will see the entirety of those files?
What he has done to treat the Department of Justice as his personal law firm is
rich coming from the Biden administration.
To what it's supposed to be, and that it is supposed to be an independent body that does justice, and blindfolded in terms of for whom, but for the country they're supposed to operate.
That's how those 34 felonies came to be?
And what this Department of Justice has done. So I don't know
34 felonies that were never previously
do
charged in that state as felonies.
Saying they're going to do, which is release all of the documents that the American people have a right to see. But I will commend Republicans in Congress, those who have stood up to say release the file. Yeah.
Do you think about, and I'm sure you get asked about, why didn't the Biden administration release those files? Was that something that they felt would look bad while they're running against this guy, or why didn't they come out during your administration?
To give you an answer that will not satisfy your curiosity, I will tell you, we, perhaps to our damage, but we strongly and rightly believed that there should be an absolute separation between what we wanted as an administration and what the Department of Justice did. We absolutely adhered to that, and it was right to do that. The Justice Department would make its decisions independent of any political or personal vendetta or...
That's fantastic. Let's skip around a little bit.
Leslie's memoir last year, there are very specific details in the book which interest me, because I wonder if you were writing everything down with this in mind while it was happening. You keep a journal?
No, I first of all,
no,
I did not keep a journal.
Excuse you, I do not believe that for a second. If you have checked out any bits of 107 Days, I haven't bought the book. I have checked out bits and pieces. The audiobook's available online and shit like that, so I listen to it at work and whatnot. So, it is Winefest. It is Bridget Jones runs for president. It is this woman who believes that the rest of the nation needs to cater to her. She believes that the rest of the nation is not responsible for why she didn't pick Pete Buttigieg to be vice president. She thinks that it's like, oh yeah, the nation wasn't ready for a queer to be vice president. They were not about ready to have a fag as the VP, so I couldn't let that happen. So I went with a Menards employee instead. It's like, come on, that whole passage was ridiculous. And then America wasn't ready for a female president. And then Joe Biden failed her because he didn't leave early enough. Like it's just the whole book is pointing the other direction saying everyone else sucks, I'm awesome. I'm awesome, you all weren't ready. And if you disagree with that assessment, read the book or listen to segments of it and tell me you don't get that vibe. Tell me you don't get that understanding, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Whatever. Kamala, you did great. You did great on the show. I'm going to go ahead and I will leave you be. The female Bobcat Goldthwait, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe she'll be president in the future. Maybe she will be. Maybe she won't. I don't know. Neither do you. Let's just pray. All we can do is pray. That's the only thing I can advise is prayer. That's how dark it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's how dark that things are getting, is that the secular is recommending prayer.